Did you know that 97% of seniors believe walking alone protects them from falling? Yet recent studies show that those who only walk have nearly identical fall rates to those who barely exercise at all. Every 11 seconds, an American over 65 ends up in the emergency room because of a fall. And today, we are revealing the hidden Independence Audit that orthopedic surgeons use to predict your safety. And it has absolutely nothing to do with your daily step count. For years, the trillion-dollar health industry has pushed a very comfortable lie, the idea that walking is all you need. And why wouldn't they? It keeps you buying orthotics, fitness trackers, and brand new walking shoes every season. But here is the dangerous truth they will never put on a billboard. Walking leaves nearly 40% of the muscles responsible for your balance and fall prevention completely untrained. Think about that for a moment. You could be walking every single day, every single morning without missing a beat, and still feel that subtle wobble when you turn quickly. Still hesitate when you step onto uneven grass. Still reach for the armrests just to get out of your favorite chair. And here's what no one is telling you. Those aren't just signs of getting older. Those are red flags. Your body's internal safety systems are quietly shutting down. And a daily walk isn't enough to stop them. So why exactly does walking fail after 65? The answer comes down to one word: direction. Walking is a straight line, forward motion exercise. But life happens in every direction. You pivot to answer the door. You twist to reach the back seat. You sidestep around a grandchild's toy on the floor. And as we age, our bodies don't just lose strength, they lose something called power, the ability to react and move quickly. And power declines 3 times faster than regular strength. Here's what that means in real life. If you trip over a rug, walking strength won't save you. What saves you is explosive reactive strength, the ability to catch yourself in that split second before the ground rushes up to meet you. That's a completely different system, and walking doesn't train it. Now layer on the second failure, your body's internal GPS. This system is called proprioception. It's the network of sensors in your feet, ankles, and joints that constantly send signals to your brain, telling it exactly where you are in space, without you needing to look down. By age 75, those signals can become 25% fuzzier. 25%. That means your brain is working with blurry, unreliable information about the ground beneath you. A shifted rug, a slightly uneven sidewalk crack, a curb you didn't quite judge. These things become genuinely dangerous, not because you're clumsy, but because your brain simply isn't getting a clear picture anymore. And then there is a third force working against you, silently and relentlessly. It's called sarcopenia, the gradual loss of muscle mass that begins in your mid-40s and accelerates with every passing decade. After 65, you can lose up to 3% of your muscle mass every single year. And because walking doesn't deeply challenge your hips or your stabilizing muscles, these critical muscles shrink first and fastest. Your joints lose their protection. Your balance loses its foundation. But here is the good news. And this is the reason this video exists today. All 3 of these systems can be trained, improved, and even reversed. You don't need a gym membership. You don't need equipment. You just need to know the 3-step audit. Let's get into it. Step 1. The 10-second balance audit. Stand near a counter or a solid surface. Then lift one foot and try to hold it for 10 full seconds. If you struggle, if you reach for that counter before the 10 seconds are up, your risk of a life-altering fall is significantly higher than you realize. But here's the beautiful part. This test is also the fix. Practice this single leg stance every single day while you brush your teeth. No extra time, no equipment, just you, your toothbrush, and one lifted foot. This single habit forces your brain to recalibrate your internal GPS. It wakes up the deep stabilizing muscles in your ankles and hips, the ones that walking leaves completely dormant. Within weeks, you will feel the difference in every step you take. Step 2. The hands-free chair rise. Here's a question for you right now. and I want you to try this as you watch. Can you stand up from your chair without using your hands? Go ahead, try it. This simple test is one of the most powerful predictors of longevity ever studied. In fact, researchers have found a direct link between your ability to rise from the floor unassisted and your life expectancy. If you needed those armrests, don't be discouraged, but do take it seriously. Your shock-absorbing quadriceps, the muscles that line the front of your thigh, are weakening, and when those go, every step down a staircase becomes a negotiation. The fix is the explosive chair squat. Sit back down, then drive upward quickly, powerfully, like you mean it. But here's the key. Lower yourself back down slowly. Take 3 full seconds on the way down. That slow descent is where the real muscle building happens. It's called eccentric loading, and it triggers maximum muscle growth with minimal joint strain. Do 10 of these every morning. Your legs will remember how to be strong. Step 3. The tightrope walk. Place the heel of one foot directly against the toes of your other foot. Now walk 15 steps in a straight line, just like you're on a tightrope. This is called the tandem walk, and it is a favorite of neurologists and physical therapists because it does something remarkable. It narrows your base of support to almost nothing, forcing your nervous system to wake up and work with surgical precision. If you wobble, especially in the first few attempts, that's not failure. That's your brain relearning how to stabilize you. That wobble is growth happening in real time. Practice this along a hallway wall for safety, 10 to 15 steps once a day. Within 2 weeks, most people are stunned by how much steadier they feel. Now, beyond the 3 core audit steps, there are 4 additional movements that create a complete safety system around your body. The wall push for reactive strength. Stand an arm's length from a wall. Place your palms flat against it and push as hard as you can for 15 seconds. This is an isometric exercise, meaning no movement, just force. And it builds the fast-twitch, explosive muscle fibers that are your first line of defense when you stumble. The ones that fire in a quarter of a second and decide whether you catch yourself or fall. All of this with 0 joint strain. The heel drop for bone density. Rise up slowly onto your toes, then drop firmly back onto your heels. That brief, controlled impact sends a mechanical signal through your skeleton, telling your bones to deposit new calcium, to get denser, to get stronger. Research shows that 50 of these heel drops per day can increase bone density more effectively than some medications. And denser bones mean that if a fall does occur, the outcome is survivable rather than life-changing. Standing hip circles. Hold the back of a chair and draw slow, large, deliberate circles in the air with your knee. Most falls happen not straight forward, but sideways. During a twist, during a pivot. This movement oils the hip hinges and trains the lateral stabilizers that walking almost entirely ignores. Think of it as teaching your hips to move in the full language of life, not just one sentence of it. The step-up challenge. Find a low step, about 6 inches, and practice stepping up and back down with full control. Unlike forward walking, stepping up forces your body to lift its entire weight against gravity. It builds the specific power needed for curbs, bus steps, and staircases, the exact spots where so many falls happen. 10 step-ups per leg, a few times a week. Simple, powerful, and something you can do right in your own home. Here is what I want you to hold on to as this video ends. Independence is not a matter of luck. It is a matter of the daily signals you send your body, the messages that tell it to stay strong, stay sharp, and stay ready. Walking is wonderful for your heart. Don't stop walking. But these movements, these are your insurance policy for your freedom. So start with just one today. Maybe the single leg stand while your morning coffee brews. Maybe 10 chair squats before you sit back down for breakfast. Your future self, the one who still walks into a room independently, who doesn't need to grip every railing, who still lives life on their own terms, that version of you is built in moments like this one. If this video opened your eyes to something your doctor hasn't told you, please subscribe so you never miss another science-backed tip like this.